So when I click on the More tab, you'll see the answers. I want you to click on this with me. Click on Answers, and it'll take you to the Q&A section. Now when you get to the Q&A section, you'll see a bunch of different things. You'll see the answers home, answers search, your question and answers. You can ask a question or you can answer a question. And again, you can browse through industries over here on the right-hand side. So this may be the first place you want to start, is browsing through industries. I would do a lot of marketing, sales. I would do right here, marketing and sales. I would do potentially some startups and small business, and I would look through using places that I would look through. So let me just go through using LinkedIn. I'm going to give you guys an example of how to really leverage this. Now, the people that use this strategy always email me and say, man, I used this strategy and it worked. I'm now getting clients that are paying me anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 a month for their consulting and for their service work. You're obviously not going to be able to sell as many products high-end this way, but if you do this, if you have a service business, this is very, very good for you. Okay? So this is something I did early on. When I first started on LinkedIn like 4 years ago, when I was just trying to get my feet wet and I was trying to get a couple clients, I was doing profile makeovers for around $300 to $500 a profile, depending on the service that I gave them. You know, I would answer questions because I wanted to build my expertise. I wanted the people to know that I gave great advice. So I would answer my questions. You can see experts using LinkedIn right there. And I would answer them, and I would just go through all the questions that are talking about LinkedIn every day. I would answer them. And it wasn't until I did something specifically. Again, I had a lot of free time, so I tested all this stuff out. But I did something specifically that started to get a lot of responses that turned into customers and clients for me. So I just want to talk about how I did this. And I'm just going to look at one of these questions. Okay. Let me go through another question. How do I activate a non-active account? So what I would do is I would click on this person's profile, Nicole. Go here and look at her profile. You know, she doesn't apply my strategies for a compelling headline. She's got just a little bit in her summary, and that's about it. A couple of groups, but nothing really happening here, okay? So if this was a question related to, you know, how do I do something to improve my LinkedIn profile, what I would do is I would see the other answers that are happening down here, would read them, and then I would answer this publicly. So I click on answer. I would say, hi Nicole, the best way to activate a non-active account would be ... And I would answer this to the best of my ability. Now, I necessarily wouldn't sell anything here. I could send her back to a link with a resource of how it's done back on your website if you wanted to do that. But you really don't want to be selling anything or pushing anything. You just want to give the best answer and let her know that you are a valuable, credible resource. Okay? And you just click on submit. So that's what you do first. So I'm just going to click cancel because I don't want to do that right now. After you do this publicly, here's the trick. Here's how you get people on the phone with you. Here's how you get these clients that pay you. Is you click on reply privately. And that's something I found out after a while. And after you reply privately, you just click say, hi Nicole, I just answered your question, but wanted to follow up, as I'd be happy to jump on the phone and walk you through this. You just give them your number or let me know if you have any questions. We'll have to answer them via email. By doing this, a lot of people that do this method, they get people on the phone and they do what's called like a little strategy session. So for 10-15 minutes, they'll say, here's my issue, here's what I'm trying to do. You solve their problem for them. You even potentially do it for them right there. You say, okay, I'm going to walk you through this. Here's how you do it. Here's how you activate your non-active account, step by step. And then at the end, you'd also be like, you know what? They're going to be really grateful that you did this for them for free. And they're going to say, look, I noticed that your profile is lacking. What are some of the things you're trying to accomplish in your business right now? What are some of your challenges? You let them talk. You let them answer this. You say, you can solve a lot of this by optimizing your LinkedIn profile. I actually do profile makeovers, and I'm happy to give you a discount. I do them for $350 takes me about 2 hours. We do it one-on-one together. And when you're done, you're going to have an optimized profile that's going to help you ranking higher on search engines. It's going to help you drive more traffic and help you achieve all those kind of challenges that you talked about and those goals you're looking to achieve. Would you be interested in setting something up for next week? After you give this free strategy session where you're really giving value and you're helping solve their issues right there, when you kind of say, look, would you be open to doing some more stuff? And this is what I charge, but this is what I'd be happy to give you. If you have a service-based business, if you do email marketing, if you do social media management, if you're a SEO consultant, there's a lot of things you can do as a service-based business. If you're a graphic designer, then you look through these different questions. I'm going to go back to these questions here. And you see how you can apply this. Again, if you're an email marketing person, then you go through all the email marketing questions. If you are a graphic designer, you go through the graphic design questions. If you're a nonprofit advisor, you would do that as well. If you do marketing for people, you do marketing stuff. If you're a lawyer, you go through the legal and lawyer contracts. If you are career and education, business travel, if you're a travel agent, you go through the business travel questions. You go through all these questions and you apply. I'm happy to get on a call with you and get them on the phone because that's a warm lead. That's the hottest lead you can get. Someone who is taking the time to reach out and ask a question to their entire network. They have a pain point. They want someone to solve it for them, and you need to be that person that solves it for them. So all you need to do is, again, reply and answer publicly, and then click on that little reply privately. When you do that, it's going to help you get more people on the phone with you, more people interested in working with you because you're putting yourself out there to serve them better. That's the best way to get more residual clients that are paying you on a more of a premium than just selling a product. I encourage you to go through this Q&A section and do this. Browse on the right-hand side for your category, find the questions, answer publicly, then reply privately, get people on the phone, follow up with you offering your service to them on a regular basis. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Q&A section right here. But really, really use this because the people that do get more business.